Hi everybody, Paula here again from Craftables. Just here to come and show you how we've done our card for this week. So again, this is another interactive one. So I've got a couple of butterflies on there. So this opens out that way, and then you also open it out that way. So you can do your writing up here. You could put a photo in these little pieces here, or stamp some sentiments, or put some more bits and pieces on there. So there's plenty of things you can do with this one. So let's get started. Alright, so if you want the instructions, we have them on our website for sale for $5, and that will give you full colour instructions, easy to follow instructions with measurements and all that stuff on there. So I'll put a link to the bottom of the video here. So our card is opening this way, so I've just made a square card there, and then I've gone ahead and cut this piece out here as well. Now this piece is going to go right around the back of my card, so it's actually wrapping right around to the back and on there. So I've cut it so it's a little bit smaller than my card, but I've also scored it so that it's folding over nicely around the edges here. So I've gone ahead and put a bit of tape in the middle here. So we'll just take that off, and we're going to put our card straight down into that center piece there. So make sure your card is folded shut like that, and we're just going to put it right along the back here. So I'm just going to try and center it by eyeballing it like that. So now these pieces here will fold over the top and slip down there. So this is now our card. So this whole thing folds up, and this just pulls right around the back. So it's almost like a belly band on there. Alright, so I've gone ahead and cut out two pieces of pattern paper. So one pattern paper is going to go on the front here, and the other one is going to go on the inside down the bottom. So I'll just go and stick those down. Okay, so we've got the front of our card with the pattern paper on, the inside with the pattern paper on. So now I'm going to close this up, and I'm going to pop some magnets on here. So the way we do that is I've got a couple of magnets here. Now I'm a bit lazy when it comes to putting magnets down, and I don't really care which way around they go. So to start off with, I'm just going to put one there. So it's coming in far enough so that when I put my paper over there, I can cover that up. So I'm just going to adhere that down with a bit of tape. Okay, so that it's just held on there with tape. And I'm going to put my other magnet on the top of that. So now it's going to find which way up it goes. So in order to find where this one's going to go over here, like that, I'm going to put a little black mark with a Sharpie on there. And I'm just going to quickly close that over so it doesn't dry, and that's going to leave a black mark there. So now I've got a black mark there and a black mark there, so I'm going to take that magnet off, and I'm going to flip it over so that the black mark is then on that black mark there, and that'll make sure that they're the right magnetized sides there. So again, I'm just going to put a bit of tape across there to hold it in place, and it's as easy as that. So now these magnets will shut really easily. Okay. Alright, so I've cut out some more pattern paper here, so I'm going to pop those onto the front and back of these two pieces on there, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've got all those papers on the fronts and the backs there, and the magnet should close down nice and tightly there. Alright, so I've cut out another piece of white cardstock, and I just want to pop that on the front. So we only want it on the piece that's opening. We don't want to stick it down onto the other side as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it in the middle like that, and I'm just going to hold it there, grab a pencil, and I'm just going to do a light line down there so I know where the edge of that is going to go. So now when I take that away, I'm going to be able to see that this is just the part here that I need to put some tape on. So I'm just going to go ahead and just follow that line that I've got there with my tape. So this way will show us that we don't, this way will stop us from actually gluing it down onto that side there. So just take the backing off there. And now I can line up, so I know just this bit is taped down. I'm going to line up the side here with that pencil mark I've done, and we're going to cover all that over. So we're just making sure that this opens again, so we didn't want any of this side here sticking down onto this one here. Okay, so I've got another piece of pattern paper, so it's a little bit smaller than my square in the middle there, and I'm just going to put that in the center, in the middle there. And I have cut out a little, this is a Kaisercraft paper I've used, so I've just cut out this little watering can with the flowers, and I'm just going to put it over to the side here because I do want to put a little word down in the corner here. So I'm just going to do some gluing down there. So you don't want to glue all of this, you just want to do a bit of the side here. So see how I've just glued down that left hand side there, so when I flip it over I can just glue that onto the piece that's folding up. So just again make sure that there's no glue down that side of your watering can there, so that this can still open. Alright, so I've cut out this little word bloom from the same pattern paper there, and I'm just going to pop that there. And I've cut out a couple of little butterflies as well, so I'm just going to pop their wings up, so bend the wings up a little bit. And pop some glue there. Now I've got a little one I want on my watering can. And I've got another one here that I'm going to bend the wings up again as well. And I'm going to put up there. There we go. Now I do have one butterfly left over, so what you could do to break up this piece here, you could pop it down in this corner, or you could pop it into the center. So I'm just going to put mine onto the front one bit here. Just pop it in that corner, so you'll see a little bit of it. Make sure that you can see it when your card is closed up there. Okay, so for the middle here, you could leave it blank if you wanted to. I just wanted to put a little word sentiment in there, so again I've cut out something from my paper. I've used the coordinating blue as well, and I'm going to tape that onto there so we've got something that makes it stand off the paper there. So I just stick that one down onto my blue. It's quite a good card to do for a men's card as well, if you like something a bit different to give to a men for their birthdays or anything. And I'm just going to pop some tape on the back of this one so we can put that into the center there. Forgot to put my tape on this one, sorry guys. Alright, so that one's in the center there. And that is actually all of our card done. So this will fold down, fold over, and then this will magnetize onto that side as well. Okay, so there's our card. I really do hope you give it a try, because it is actually quite a quick, easy one to do. If you don't want to do fussy cutting, just pop some flowers on there, or if it's a men's card, you could put some little cogs and bits and pieces on. Trucks, anything like that. So I hope you give it a try, and thank you for joining me again, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.